All right, gather round, fellow lovers of history, because today we're diving into the epic past of Antigua and Barbuda, pair of Caribbean islands that pack way more punch than their small size might suggest. This isn't just a tale of sunny beaches and rum punches though. Trust me, they have that too. It's a story of ancient warriors, colonial power struggles, and a fierce fight for independence. Ready to take this journey with me? The first inhabitants, the Arawaks and the Caribs. Let's rewind the clock way before Europeans showed up. These islands were first settled by the Arawak and Carib peoples who had some serious survival skills. The Arawaks, peaceful and agricultural, set up shop in Antigua, while the Caribs were the tougher, warrior-like group who made their home in Barbuda. These two groups were all about living in harmony with nature, fishing, farming, and trading with neighboring islands. But as history goes, change was coming, and not all of it would be good. Enter the Europeans, Columbus and the British. In 1493, Christopher Columbus sailed by these islands on his second voyage to the New World. Though he didn't stop here, the stage was set for a wave of European exploration. Fast forward to 1632, and the British came charging in, taking control of Antigua. They didn't stop. Their Barbuda was claimed soon after. The British figured out quickly that Antigua's tropical climate was perfect for sugar plantations. And where there's sugar, you know what that means? The British brought enslaved Africans to work the fields, making Antigua a key player in the transatlantic slave trade. The islands became a major source of sugar, rum, and molasses, all while its enslaved population was forced to endure unimaginable hardships: sugar, slavery, and rebellion. The bittersweet legacy. Now, Antigua wasn't just sitting around. While the British were living large off the backs of enslaved people, those enslaved Africans were fighting back. They were resisting, rebelling, and looking for ways to regain their freedom. The sugar industry boomed through the 17th and 18th centuries, but the price was steep. The British built forts and estates, but no matter how many chains they put on these people, their spirit couldn't be broken. And then, in 1834, the British finally abolished slavery across their colonies. But just because slavery ended didn't mean everything was sunshine and rainbows. The fight for true freedom continued. Former slaves now had to fight for land, equality, and a say in their own future. It was tough, but Antigua and Barbuda's people were resilient, and the push for independence was only just beginning. The road to independence, from colony to nation. Alright, fast forward to the 1960s. After decades of struggle and self-governance, Antigua and Barbuda were on the brink of something huge. In 1967, they became a self-governing colony within the British Empire, which gave them a lot more control over their affairs. But real independence, the kind where they could make their own laws, elect their own leaders, and call the shots, was still on the horizon. And then, in 1981, it happened. Antigua and Barbuda became fully independent, breaking free from British rule. They were now a sovereign nation, standing proud in the Caribbean, part of the Commonwealth of Nations. No longer a colony, but a free nation with its own path forward. And the world took notice. Modern Antigua and Barbuda, more than just beaches. So, what's the deal with Antigua and Barbuda today? Well, while they're famous for their beaches over 365, one for every day of the year, no less, they're also rich in history. They've got everything from Nelson's Dockyard, which played a key role in the British Navy, to Barbuda's frigate bird sanctuary. The islands are culturally vibrant, mixing African, Caribbean, and European influences. Their carnival is wild, the food is flavorful, and the people are some of the warmest you'll meet. But it's important to remember the journey these islands have been on, from the tragic history of slavery, to the struggle for independence, to the modern-day pride they carry as a small, yet strong nation. It's a story of resilience, transformation, and standing tall in the face of adversity. Fun fact, Antigua is home to the only English harbor in the world. And guess what? That's where Nelson's Dockyard, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, stands, marking the spot where Admiral Horatio Nelson spent time commanding the British fleet. How cool is that? So, the next time you think of Antigua and Barbuda, don't just picture sunny beaches and crystal clear waters. Remember the warriors who fought for freedom, the people who overcame unimaginable odds, and the fierce pride that still defines these islands today. Antigua and Barbuda, they may be small, but their history is massive.